Haha. So, talking to no one. Uh, Michael was just chilling there, being a little creepy there, just creeping out. Yeah, he is. He's just creeping out. Hope you guys are doing all right this evening. I haven't went live in a while, so I kind of forgot how to. Oh, do I still not have audio? Hold up. Okay, got it now. Sorry about that. But thanks for letting me know, Johnny. And what is up to the coolest kid of them all? I hope you're doing well this evening, Johnny. Thanks for popping in here, dude. And Uncharted Tombs. John Doe. Uncharted Tombs. Do Uncharted Tombs. Is that you, Jerry? I only say that because you type it. Because you type it like you used to, John Doe. So I think it's Jerry. Sweet, sweet. That's good to know. I do appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, he's looking around the corner at 2026, trying to think about, what we're gonna be getting. I know we're getting some Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I thought so. Man, I hope you're doing all right tonight, Jerry. Um, so I just wanted to kind of get on here a little bit, show off what I got for Christmas and all my Black Friday sheet. Try to get all that going. I want to show that off so I can get it on the shelf, because I pile it up until I show it off. Sometimes I just don't show it off and it goes on the shelf anyways. But I got some really cool shit the last couple months, and I just haven't been on here to show any of it off. And I thought maybe some of you guys would dig it. So I'm just gonna probably roll right into basically my Black Friday stuff. It's gonna be a lot of video games. Black Friday was a lot of video games, and Christmas was a good mixture of games and movies. So, yes, sir. I sure will. Favorite Eugene Levy moments? Any of them in American Pie. That dude is the reason why I like American Pie. And thank you for the kind words. I do appreciate it. So we're gonna pop right off. You guys know I got the Switch 2 this year, so of course, Black Friday we had to scoop up a nice little stack of Switch 2 games, right? Um, we're gonna go right off with the first one that is kind of it's not even a physical game. Shame, shame, shame that I bought it. It was a code in a box. But I think that Walmart wasn't supposed to clearance this out. I believe they clearanced it out to get it moved off their store shelves because nobody was buying it for the full price. And GameStop did not sell it for this price, neither did Target, nothing like that. But they sold it for $15 to match the PlayStation and Xbox versions, and that is WWE 2K25. Yes, it is a digital code in the box, and there is no physical card in there. It's just a physical case. Probably keep it for a backup case, and mainly just kind of bought it like this. $15 for the newest wrestling game. And my youngest is really digging wrestling right now. So we should have a lot of fun with it. Um, and it wasn't that cheap on the eShop so they were not matching that. Next up, before I bought that, because I kept buying like cheap ones, right? Before I got that, I also I got this one from GameStop, and I may have actually showed this off already, but it's part of my whole Black Friday sale, and it was the cheapest Switch game that I had ever got before, and that is Sonic and Shadow Generations. Got it for like 20 bucks. Super awesome. Super awesome. Uh, and it was the cheapest Switch game I had ever got until I bought the WWE. Now, in terms of an actual physical, real game, this is now the cheapest one that I've ever got. This next one I'm about to show off. And I bought this on launch on the PS5. So, I mean, for $15, I had to grab it on the Switch because we actually play this game a lot. And that is Puyo Tetris 2S. Me and my wife sit down and play this from time to time on the PS5, and we switch who plays what part sometimes to see if one's more challenging than the other. So, yeah, we got the Puyo Tetris 2. Yes, it's a game key card, but most games on the Switch 2 are a game key card. Let's go here. I got some questions here. We'll roll through those real quick. I was gonna try to keep this limited at, like, an hour or within an hour because my buddy Q was gonna go live on his channel at, like, 8 o'clock, so I was gonna try to get done with my live stream and move out of the way because I was gonna be hanging out over in his chat. I think he's now moved that to Saturday, so if you guys aren't following Q the Movie Collector, you should be. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with the Batman 1989 set because I'm not really a big Bond guy. And yes, hello, Stacy. Am I getting Under Siege? Um, Probably not because I got the Under Siege 1 and 2 Blu-ray double pack not that long ago, and I haven't watched it since I got it. He's more my dad's guy. Uh, I might buy it for my dad, maybe, but I don't know. I'll have to wait and see what people's reviews are because we do have that Arrow 50% off sale sometime in January. Now, starting tomorrow, we got our Vinegar Syndrome sale for like a week long. They're going to do a subscriber week and there's going to be a sale going on. So I'm going to be dipping into that. And then right after that, well, in the middle of that, we got our 3 for 33 Amazon sale. And then probably before that ends, we'll be into our Barnes and Noble Arrow 50%. I do want to do the Arrow 50% because there was just a couple that are not here in this stack that I wasn't able to obtain yet that I do want to get. So, and Under Siege might fall into that. It really depends on how people say how much better it is over the Blu-ray. Because I know my Blu-ray, if I'm not mistaken, both films are on one disc. So, um, I'm not really sure what my mom's favorite rom-com is, to be honest. My favorite rom-com, Just Friends. I love that movie. It's also one of my favorite Christmas movies, and I did not watch it for Christmas this year. Though I could still watch it tonight. It does fall in line pretty well. I'm just trying not to watch a whole lot of the same movies over and over again in one year, and just I can watch Just Friends next year because I watched it when the Blu-ray came out type of deal. I'd watch an Andre the Giant biopic. He was cool, dude. I liked him. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So I have one more. Well, I have one more for the Black Friday pickup. And who is Q? Q is Q. Type in on YouTube search the @ symbol Q, the movie collector, and there's spaces there or all in one. It all comes up, but you should definitely follow him. He's my good friend from Alabama. Loves movies. If you like movies, you'll dig his channel, you'll dig him. Okay, you do know him. Okay, cool, yeah. Q is the dude. We dig him. I so I rented, yes, checked out, whatever you wanna call it. I rented Deep Impact 4K from the library last summer, and it looked great. But then I went to the pawn shop and I found Deep Impact on Blu-ray for like a dollar or 2, and I bought it, and I was fine with and I'm fine with it. I love Deep Impact, but I'd much rather have, like, what you maybe consider to be, like, a good addition would be, like, a big, thick Arrow box set, or, I don't know, man, Deep Impact on Cinematograph, that would be tight. Yeah, that's what I say. The studio Deep Impact is okay. That's why I bought the Blu-ray and I was fine with it. Um, I I don't think there were any features on it, to be honest with you. Maybe a commentary. To be honest, I'm not the best at special feature, like checking out the special features on discs too often. I'm gonna spoil a little something for my live stream on Mega Mike's channel on Monday. Diving more into special features on my movies is a goal for 2026. So that's a slight peek at my next live stream with Mega Mike, which will be on Monday, and it's our goal, our physical media movie lovers goals list. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Probably white female first, single white female first. There is a commentary track and several other features on. And we're back. Can you guys hear me and everything? Sorry about that. Computers like to take a break. But hey, at least the computer's decent enough that it starts back up quickly. I don't every once in a while it'll crash right before I get on someone else's live stream, and then it doesn't crash again the whole live stream. But when I try to do a live stream, it wants to crash sometimes multiple times during a stream. I don't know. I'm assuming it's my RAM, which means that I'll probably never get it fixed now because that shit's too expensive. Yes, yes, I will. Yes, I will. Thank you. Thank you. I really try to put some ideas into it for real. I try to make it a nice comforting space to just kind of hang out and talk about, the things I like. A little nerdy for sure. So we're gonna roll right back into it. The next game that I got for Black Friday, I bought twice. We bought, and this is the last Switch 2 game I got for Black Friday. We got Star Wars Outlaws Gold Edition. Got this for the Switch 2 because I heard it was an actual very good port. And at the time, so this Gold Edition means that it includes all of the extra content in the game. And I looked on the PlayStation Store and the extra content cost like $40. And this was on sale for $30. So I grabbed this one from Walmart, and I also grabbed it on the PS5 from Walmart as well, because on the PS5 it was $15. It doesn't have the DLC as part of it, but I can play the game and move my save right over to the Switch 2 version. So I can take my save kind of on the go now. Really dig that. I really dig that idea. So I figured, for like $45, I'm getting the game and all the content. I just may have to play the extended content on the Switch. Oh well, no big deal. Next up, for some Black Friday, because well, actually, yeah, we're still gonna stick with the Walmart stuff. This is the last game I got from Walmart. It still has my pickup tag on it and everything, but we got Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit, which I'm not really I don't really know much about these games, but my kids absolutely love them. They dig the movies, and I got this one for my son on the Switch, and he liked it, so I figured, hey, for like a few dollars, it was like a big Black Friday deal. I figured for a few dollars, yeah, probably check it out. Um, and worst comes to worst, my kids might want to play it. So now that was the last of the games I got from Walmart, but I did go to my local retro store and did not get retro stuff per se. I did get a retro collection on a new console. So I guess it all comes full circle one way or another. But we got the Turok trilogy on PlayStation 5, and these games were like Nintendo 64 games. That's where I played Turok 1 and 2 was on the N64. I don't think I ever played Turok 3, so that's gonna be like a brand new game for me, and they put all 3 of them on the one, and, we got, 25% off the price on it. It may get cheaper later on, but I wanna play this one, and so does my uncle, so I can let him borrow it, and he can check it out as well. Um, and I figured $10 a game is super solid, so pretty excited about actually getting to check those out and not have to play it with the N64 controller. So I picked up another one from my retro game store, for their Black Friday Christmas sale, and I'm probably not even gonna open it. I literally bought it for shelf fodder because it's an online-only game that I believe they gave me access to on PlayStation Plus already anyways. I bought this. Shame me now, Johnny. Shame me now. I bought it strictly for the packaging. I don't even need the disc that's in the case. I don't even need to open the case. But I did get it's hard to read it. I got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game. See, you can kind of read it there, but it's really hard to see with the reflection. Yeah. So, but it's just like barely on there. It's got the chainsaw in the title, and you can see it down the spine kind of better actually, but it is a, steel book with a slipcover, and it's got, like, all the guys that worked on its names on the back of it. You can't really see it. The camera's just not doing it justice, and like I said, there's really no point in opening this because I already have digital access to the game, and since it's an online-only game, I actually usually don't buy these types of games on disc because if it requires the internet, I might as well just buy it digital. That's kind of where I've bit the bullet on video games is if the video game actually is an online only game and it requires internet, I usually don't buy the disc. But I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Not necessarily the game's yeah, but I love the series, and I just want this to go with the rest of my Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff. So yeah, straight up shelf fodder. Straight up. Oh, Johnny. Yeah, you'll get no shaming from me. If I had a PS5, I would have gotten it as well. It, maybe it would have been a little more shameful if I didn't have a PS5 and I just got it because it was a steelbook slipcover. Yo, Dell, what is up, my dude? Dell was live last night. He had a great live stream over there on his channel. If you're here in my chat or watching this afterwards and you are not subscribed or supporting my good friend Dell, you need to get your bootay over there and subscribe to him and hang out. He does movie swaps and it's awesome. So definitely make sure you go over there and check him out. Oh, no problem, man. You have a great new year. I hope you and the wife get to ring in the new year together, or at least awake. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to midnight, to be honest. I want Alf Sci-Fi Comedy Trilogy, Melmac Visit and Earth. I don't think I've ever heard of those. Week 2 is a one word. It is? Oh, it sure is. So I'm looking at the challenge sheet. So last year, Johnny, I printed off my challenge sheet to make myself more accountable, and it hung around my movie room. It just kind of followed me all around the movie room all year last year. And having a physical piece of paper, I feel like kind of kept me a little more accountable to watch the movies. So I did the same damn thing this year. I haven't filled anything out yet. I'm gonna kind of keep it blank for the most part. I have ideas. Obviously, Huck put in some blue text and kind of timed some things for some good ideas. But man, I am super excited to start this challenge, this movie challenge this year. I really dig it. I had such a blast last year. Um, like almost so much fun with it that I want to do a second one. Have kind of have two going on at once. But to be honest, I kind of do little holiday watch lists too around the holidays. And that was enough this year in 2025. It was enough to watch more than a movie a day on average. So, I think I did all right. Yes, sir. Hashtag together we grow. We should throw that on the hashtag 52-week movie challenge 2026. We should do both those hashtags. We should do both of them. Yo, Brad, what is up, dude? I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope Santa put some nice chunky box 4Ks underneath that Christmas tree for you. I hope it was some vinegar syndrome too, because I know you like that stuff. But glad to see you in here, dude. I know. See, Johnny, me and you, we were going all year last year. I know that sometimes you missed a week or two, but every time you did, I'd see like a picture and you're like, I watched 3 movies. I watched 4 because I need to watch next week's to be ahead. And you you really buckled down and tried to roll through it. And it was so much fun watching you take the challenge alongside me. Um what Huck did with this and the people that he's pulling into this, I I give him kudos. Huck is Huck is doing something with the movie community that needs to be done so much. And I'm so proud to be a part of it. I'm so excited to be a part. Yo, what up, though, Mark? It has been a minute. I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you had a great Christmas with the kids. Hope you're gonna have a great New Year's Eve. Oh, actually, Stacy, I would not mind that at all. Altered Beast was obviously like the first, well, not the first, but one of the first Genesis games that I played back in the day, and that's because it came bundled with a lot of Sega Genesis. The first game I actually ever played was one of the Sonics at my aunt's house. Spent Christmas in Japan, just got back. Who's seeing Primate this month? I want to see Primate. That looks really cool. Damn, dude, you went to Japan? I bet that was awesome, man. I would like to hear more about that. So like, if you end up going live with the guys on like a Saturday night or something, uh, if you don't mind, shoot me a text a little bit ahead of time so I know that I can, so that way I can know to set the time aside to pop in there and say hi. Excuse me. I can't hang out super late on Saturday nights. I know you guys like to go till like really late on East Coast time sometimes, and I work early on Sunday mornings now, so I can't stay in super late. But if you guys do a Saturday night stream, or even hell, Friday night stream, and you start talking about Japan, dude, I want to be in there. I want to hear about that real. Like, I want to be at least in the chat and hearing about it because that I am super intrigued with Japan. I am, and my daughter, she wants to go so bad. So I'd love to hear, hear more about it. Hey, mom, how's it going? Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. No big deal. Um, some people don't even get the notifications. So I'm typically a lazy person, but that's one of my movie goals for 2026 to get more movies watched. Johnny, I, I wouldn't say you're lazy. I feel like you probably get like me, where you're rolling right along, and then all of a sudden you just kind of get into this rut, and you just don't want to do, and you just don't really care about doing. Speaking of, I got to get a hold of you and Jason, um, because I'm the one being lazy with what I want to do with you fellas, and I want to get that started sooner rather than later. Oh, that'd be cool. I'd be fine with that. Best movie I didn't see in cinema for 2025 or in general? So, if you could respond to that one, let me know if that's like in general or in 2025. I'll give you a more concrete answer. Yo, Adam, dude. I hope you're here at least for me to say hey to you still. I don't know how far behind I am. Oh, goodness. I'm okay. That's only a couple minutes. Okay. But Adam, thanks for popping in, dude. I hope you had a great Christmas with you and your loved ones. I bet, I bet your kids got some cool stuff. And I hope you got some cool shit too, dude. Um, have a great new year, my friend. Joel, what is up, Joel? I hope you had a great Christmas as well, my friend. Happy New Year's Eve and Happy New Year's Day tomorrow to you. You guys make sure if you're not subscribed to Joel to go over there and subscribe to his YouTube channel. He's been doing some really cool panels with some other great influencers. Last week, I think it was last week, he had Sledgehammer Horror on there, Ken, and he has B Dubs, my homie B Dubs, Brian over on there all the time. Movie Magic 96. Um, who else was on there? Movie Collector. Dave. Sorry, Dave, if you're watching this. I do apologize. I had a small brain fart. Where can you find Huck's full list? Um, I believe it's on his community tab on his YouTube. If you hang out a little while, I'll post it on my community tab as well because maybe some people that follow, which if you're not subscribed to Huck and you're here, I honestly don't know what you're doing. That dude is awesome. Best announcement for 2026 physical media so far. Rumors of Hateful Eight. Uh, so I've not seen Hateful Eight. I do like Quentin Tarantino. His last couple movies are kind of missed on me. I do want to get around to watching them all. That might be the perfect way to watch it. Let's see, 2026. Honestly, hmm, it's it's Mortal Kombat 95, right? I mean, we should have got it this year for the 30th anniversary. I kind of hope. Now, some people might tell me I'm dumb for this, but I kind of hope what they do with Mortal Kombat is what they did with Conan. like with Conan 1 and Conan 2. I hope they do Mortal Kombat and Annihilation, and they can kind of squeeze it in the year between both movies' 30th anniversary and just do a collection. I would be straight with that because even though Annihilation's not good, it's fun. But mine right now is probably Mortal Kombat. Though rumor wise, I'm kind of excited about Tank Girl coming from Vinegar Syndrome. I'm a Vinegar Syndrome nut. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've rearranged my shelves a little bit back here. Let me see if I can change so you can see my background just a little bit better. Let's see. Let's do that. Oh, that's quite a bit better. Okay. So I've kind of been rearranging my shelves and I got all my Vinegar Syndrome up here. It takes up this top shelf and the shelf above it now. So got my partner stuff and my other stuff all right there. I'm really digging Vinegar Syndrome. They are they are probably one of my favorites for sure. Um, aha. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry, I was trying to mess around with this a little bit. Sorry, guys. What movie character would you put on a dollar if they do that? Movie character on a dollar. Trying to think of a movie character everybody would recognize. Let's say Neo from The Matrix. Yeah, man, you keep it up too, dude. Always finding those good deals. Adam, man, Adam knows how to find the deals. He's all the time hustling. I'm seeing some great stuff on Instagram all the time. Trouble. Let's do Trouble because that could go all kinds of hectic. I want to do as many Huck Week movies per week. I hope to see the full list. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'll share it on my post on my community tab here on YouTube as well because as many people that we can take along for the ride, let's do it. Hateful Eight is a good double feature with The Thing if you're wanting to check it out. For real. For real. I know that Hateful Eight is like in the snow and all that. I was just wondering like which Hateful Eight version I should watch. Like I have the Blu-ray of just the movie, right? But now I know that you can go and you can watch it on Netflix and it's like the extended versions and it's got all this extra content. And I kind of feel like with Quentin, you want as much as you can get from that product, right? So you have to let me know if that makes much of a difference, Brad. I like a lot of TV shows and I watch a lot of YouTube too. So that I don't always get to a movie a day, but at the end of every year I average more than a movie a day. That Arrow deal with WB is paying off huge. Mortal Kombat 4K will sell like $2. And so on. Dude, it will. And I am totally gonna buy it. And I would say, like I said, I want them to do a double pack with Mortal Kombat and Annihilation because Annihilation won't sell by itself, right? And isn't that what they usually do when they don't think they're gonna sell by themselves? They just bundle pack them. So where cops are vigilantes. Hmm. Not sure. Neo is the right answer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's put Neo on the dollar bill, y'all. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, Huck's list this year, like I had a fun time doing it in 2025. And this next year's list, I'm super excited for because he even gave a few guidelines and he put actual dates on there. So now I have even a little bit more of accountability. And I love it. I love it. I'm gonna have so much fun with it. How does he come up with all that? So excited. I hope to do 29 weeks or more. He's a modern genius, Picasso, Michelangelo of Huck, right? Yeah. I really dig Huck. Huck's a really good guy, amazing content creator. And makes great customizations of his movies. Definitely go check him out if you're watching this and you don't follow him. He deserves he deserves to have thousands more. I'd watch the theatrical first of The Hateful Eight. The Netflix mega cut, I'd wait till after to check out. It's 4 plus hours. Yeah, see, that's what I was seeing. I also seen that it was in parts though too. So it's one of those things where I could watch it like a TV show. Young Guns. I love Young Guns. I'm more of a Young Guns guy than a Tombstone guy, though I do like them both. All right, so we're gonna roll right back into my Black Friday stuff so I can finish that off and get into the Christmas. So for Black Friday, these are the movies that I got. And this first one I got from Walmart. Walmart had an amazing deal on this. Now, if it has a slipcover, I straight up missed out on it. But that slipcover cost it must have cost something like 30 some dollars because this was a 54.99 4K when it came out. And then I think it still stayed around 40 to $45 and it finally went on sale for 17. So I guess that slipcover cost something like 23 to $28 for this movie, but I finally got Until Dawn. And this is in my top 5 horror movies of 2025. And I don't care if you think it's a bad movie. If you play the video game and you don't like this movie, you don't like the game. You cannot be a fan of the game and not like this movie and vice versa. It ties right into the game perfectly if you know what to look for. And I had a fun time with this. Are the actors amazing? No. Is the story super amazing? Actually, it's quite intriguing and kind of smart the way they set it up. Because if you ever played the game is kind of like a choose your own story type of novel, and that's the way the game plays. So for the movie to play the way that it does makes a lot of sense. I think it was the perfect way to translate that type of game to a film. So if you knew the game, I think you would respect the film just a little bit more, even if the acting is subpar. It's freaking fun. Now, these next ones I got off of Amazon. They had great deals. Oh, yes, yes. Um, the video game Until Dawn is solid. Was actually playing Detroit earlier. Yes, I need to play Detroit Become Human as well. The Quantic Dreams games are great. I played through Heavy Rain several times on the PS3. I've not played it on PS4 yet. I need to. And I did play a little bit of Beyond Two Souls on PS3, but I didn't like the way it ran, so I stopped playing it. And I did buy the box set that came with Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain, and Detroit Become Human because I really dig what they do for those games. Like I love those, choose your own story type games, especially ones that have a good story and you actually play in it, not just a button press. You are on a spaceship with Vader. He tells you he wait he likes he's like tells me a good horror comedy. Um, Leprechaun 4 in space. Great horror comedy. I don't think I've seen Life Stinks. Have you been able to suss out the rumor of Romeo is bleeding is getting special 4K? Oh, I haven't heard that. I have not heard that. Hmm. I'll keep my ear out though. Heavy Rain and Detroit are similar. Both rain the whole time. Same type of game. Yeah, I mean, they're made by the same people. I loved Heavy Rain, and I think it was mainly because of the story. It's a murder mystery. If you haven't played it, it's a murder mystery, and you have to figure out who the origami killer is. And I don't really want to say much more beyond that because some of your choices in the game change who the killer may be, maybe, and who lives and who dies. Such a great one. Such a great one. So yeah, my Amazon Black Friday sales. Now they had some good deals on these, and Brad was just talking Quentin Tarantino, and so it wouldn't be fair without talking. Hey, we got Reservoir Dogs on 4K. I do like Quentin Tarantino. I really do. He is one of my favorite directors. And I still try to live by that motto that not every single movie needs a big chunky box or a steel book or this or that. And I started collecting my Tarantino in slipcover 4Ks. So I think I'm just gonna stick with the standard 4Ks and hope that I get slipcovers with all of them, because a little bit of a um spoil here. All my Amazon Black Friday stuff came with slipcovers. Because I got my dad some for Christmas, and everyone that I got for him had slipcovers too. Not really not really sure how I got lucky. Let's see, I think I bought 5 Black Friday movies off of Amazon, and all 5 of them come with slipcovers. Because I got my dad Star Trek: The Motion Picture, Time Cop, and I got my mom Coal Miner's Daughter, and they all came with slipcovers. I don't know how that happened. I got super lucky. I hit slipcover gold on that one. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I was very happy to do that because, like I said, I got both my Kill Bills on slipcover and my Pulp Fiction on slipcover, and I want to get Jackie Brown slipcover. I think I might have missed it at my Walmart at this point. It was there for the longest time, and I just never got it. So now I have to look for a good one, like a good conditioned Jackie Brown slipcover. We got Corey in here. Happy New Year, my friend. I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope you have a great evening this evening, doing whatever you do at midnight. I usually like to watch the ball drop, kiss my wife, and then go to bed. I'm getting to the point. Sorry about that. It's 12:01, and I like to go to bed. I like to just go to sleep. I have never heard of that one. I don't think I have it. If they've put it okay, so if they've put that on the Nintendo Switch online, I'll hook it up and I'll play it live sometime. I don't mind. 4K clamshells. That'd be okay. I don't mind clamshells. Yeah, yeah. I've actually never seen colors before. So I swear there's a short in my microphone port because I just barely tap the cable and it just goes mute. I don't know. All my stuff is so janky. Um, Now this other one, I got this one on VHS this year as well. So I bought the VHS and then I skipped right over the DVD and bought the 4K Blu-ray combo. Um, and it is a George Lucas film, and it is not Star Wars. I got the 50th anniversary of American Graffiti, and it came with a very nice conditioned slipcover. Whatever warehouse my Amazon shit come from this time, it came from a great one. And so very excited to check this one out because I've never seen it before. But I've heard that the cast in this is amazing, and gotta give my boy George Lucas some credit on, he does more things than just Star Wars. THX 1138. Are we getting that on 4K Steelbook this year? We should. Speaking of 4Ks and Steelbooks, this one's not a 4K, but this is going to be my last Black Friday pickup and my last one from Amazon. I picked up a Shout Factory Studio Ghibli Steelbook. I actually got this film that I've been wanting to see for many, many years, and now that I've bought it, it's gonna get a 4K. But I seen that I heard someone suggested this to me many, many years ago, like, when I very first started this whole YouTube journey, which I've been a part of this YouTube community for over 3 years now. And it was very early on in that in my journey in this community that someone, uh, suggested this film to me. And hang on a second, Johnny. Okay, it's bad, but all I had before was a VHS. So, the Blu-ray in it is still solid, right? And it's gotta be better than my VHS. Like, I haven't actually watched that VHS, but I got it from a thrift store where I'm pretty sure the box that it's in is probably in better shape than the tape that's inside the cassette. If I'm thinking of who that is, I would say I love her in Deep Impact, and that's about all I really know her from right off the top of my head. My favorite acquisition physical media. That's a really hard question. There was so much good shit that came out. Like, there was so much good stuff that came out this year, Stacy. There really was. Um, huh. You really got me stumped, Stacy. Because I'm going back to think about it, and I just don't know. Honestly, honestly, thinking about it, it wasn't a 2025 movie. It was probably the movies that I bought off of Tim, our good friend Tim over at Tim's Talks Talkies. Uh, I finally got Reanimator, the Arrow Edition Reanimator, just in time for them to turn around and announce it on 4K, which now I don't really care about whether or not I upgrade to 4K, or at least I didn't when Ignite announced it. Now I kind of want that second sight one. But I'm gonna say probably Reanimator Blu-ray. I really dug it. I'm saying Total Recall, and I think Johnny agrees. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Thank you, Corey. Thank you. Happy New Year, dude. Thank you so much. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, well, Corey basically just paid me back for this steelbook I'm about to show off. Anyways, we were talking about that steelbook. Let me give you the super chat video. Where do I have that? Here's my super chat video for oh, maybe if I can remember how to do it. Here we go. Sorry.
You got my money, mother.
Thanks, Corey. I really appreciate that, my friend. I hope you're having a great new year. Oh, it's better than the VHS, but not by much. Oh, maybe that's why it was so affordable on Black Friday. They were clearing out that warehouse, and maybe the reason why it had a slipcover is because somebody watched Ken talk about how bad the transfer was. Yo, what is up, Alex? I hope you're doing well this evening, my friend. Happy New Year. I hope you got some good steelbooks for Christmas. Oh, yes. Yes, she is in the first Bad Boys movie. I do dig her in that movie. If you upgrade Reanimator, go with Ignite Films. Second Sight did. Oh, really? I mean, I know they did them dirty on the deal. I just so happened to dig Second Sight box sets and stuff. But to be fair, I just don't feel like I need to upgrade the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray looked amazing, in my opinion. So, anyways, the Studio Ghibli steelbook that I got, this was one that somebody suggested it to me. I went and I watched the trailer, and I absolutely dug it. And I've been looking for this movie for years, but it was always a really expensive steelbook. I never found it for a price that I was willing to blind buy it for. And it's from 1988, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm told that I'm going to cry when I watch it. And that is Grave of the Fireflies. Now, you guys know I'm not a major steelbook collector. I say that, yet I still get quite a bit of them. It's just that steelbooks aren't going to push me to buy the film. And a lot of times when they only release steelbook for like a 4K release, it pushes me away from even supporting it because I like the option of option. Like I like being able to choose between a steelbook or a slipcover, mainly because I'm going to go with slipcover or standard most time anyways. But I don't think I'll ever be one to collect all the Studio Ghiblis, but I did want this film. So I'm very excited to finally have Grave of the Fireflies. And like I said, it was like 12 or 13 bucks. It was definitely under that $15 price because my whole thing was if I can get it below 20, that would be great. And that's kind of what I thought for many years. And I never did find it until this last sale. So that's gonna do that. That's gonna be all the Black Friday stuff. The rest is gonna be Christmas stuff. Some of this will be things that I bought for the family, and some of it will be things that were bought for me. We're gonna start off with this really cool piece that you guys will probably see back on my shelf as soon as I get done with this video. Uh, because this is just a cool piece. But my mom got me this really cool crystal skull jar, and it's just a mason jar. But it's shaped like a crystal skull. I love it. I dig it. Like I said, I'll probably use it to hold up some movies or sit it up back there on the shelf somewhere, but it'll end up being a shelf piece. I don't really use mason jars for much, personally. So, my wife got me this really cool like set kind of. I don't have a lot of NECA figures. So I spent a lot of years buying NECA figures for everyone else in the family. My uncle gets a Leatherface, my son gets a Jason, my dad gets a King Kong, my brother gets a Freddy. You know what I mean? So I was always buying NECA figures for everybody. And I finally found one that I liked not too long ago. Last summer, I think. I think it was this last summer, and it was at the clearance aisle at a Walmart that was out of town at the beach, and I bought the Bride of Frankenstein, and it was, like, my first NECA figure, and I was like, "This is cool." I just don't know if I want to spend a whole bunch of money on them, and collect them. I think that I'll keep NECA figures for if people wanna buy me a gift for, like, one of my favorite characters or one of their favorite characters that they would like to share with me. And that's what I've pretty much done. The couple NECA figures that I have are ones that my wife or my mom have gifted me, so they kind of already know. I got like a Jason and a Michael Myers, and then a Bride of Frankenstein. So this is my fourth one. And you guys know I've been super into Terrifier this last year. I finally sat down and watched most of them. I haven't watched part 3 yet. And I've collected the whole series so far on VHS. I'm gonna wait for a full 4-film set on 4K or something like that before I make the plunge on a disc format for those movies. But it doesn't stop the fact it doesn't change the fact that I love the franchise. Sorry about that. And my wife knows it. And she knows that I love my jerseys. And she got me the Terrifier baseball jersey. And this thing is it's just awesome. I love my baseball jerseys, my football jerseys, my basketball jerseys. As an ICP fan, ICP, uh, they basically got me into jerseys. They would make these big, awesome football, hockey, basketball jerseys and put these big patches on them and do sweet patchwork and stuff like that. So they've got me into those. And my wife knows I dig them. So she got me that along with the Art the Clown Terrifier NECA figure. This thing is nuts. You get a whole bunch of different faces. There we go. No, not as bad of a glare. And like a whole bunch of his tools and stuff. This thing is nuts. I dig it. The artwork on it's cool. Definitely dig it. Obviously, because clowns and all. Brad, you knew it, buddy. Even if this was the first time hearing it, pretty sure everybody kind of figured that one out. Oh, thank you, Stacy. That'd be kind of cool. We could possibly do that. Nothing's out of the question. I do have a one-on-one conversation with her coming out on the channel very soon after the first of the year. I should have quite a bit of content coming out after the first of the year. I'm doing all this stuff to kind of like throw things back on my shelf, and I want to make different types of content next year. But there's going to be a video about that as well. So no steel books for Christmas this year, but I did get a KitchenAid 5-quart mixer. Whoa! Been making dough every night. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Making pizza, like pizza dough and bread? Dude, that's tight. Like, I'm not talented like that. Not by any means. Oh, dude, for real, me and John, I'd love to get on and do some streams with John at Let's Talk. I've been a big fan of his. So when I first got on YouTube and started watching physical media, everybody's like, "Oh, I bet you found Ken at Mid-Level Media and this person and that person." Actually, the one that started like the first channel that I found that I actually subscribed to and enjoyed when it come to physical media, um, was John at Let's Talk Entertainment when he was still a duo channel. Dig it. I definitely been digging John. Morgan Freeman or Jessica Lange? Morgan Freeman. He's down with the clown. Yeah, he is. Oh, yeah. Brad knew what was up. I mean, you can ask AI and they can do it nowadays for you. uh, Top 5 physical media releases of 2025. I'm gonna shameless plug that's coming out soon as well. That's another video I am gonna release within the next, like, so the first week of January, within that first week of January, I'll have an interview out with my mom. I will have a thrift store pickup. I will have my top 5 physical media releases of the year. I will have my top 5 new to me movies of the year and my top 5 video games of the year. I'll have all of those videos within the first week. That's all the stuff that I'm planning on doing. I haven't. I've never seen it before. Movie you want on 4K the most? Um, Let me look down here at stuck on DVDs because I got some stuck on DVDs that they could just skip right over Blu-ray. I want Grandma's Boy. Grandma's Boy can just skip right over that Blu-ray and come to 4K. As soon as I look back there, yeah, Grandma's Boy. And I bet the 4K would look awesome. Aha, cool. Thanks. All right, so let me get into more of what I got for Christmas real quick because I do got a little bit of a stack here. Now this one, my wife got me this. A couple of months ago, I showed off this right here, right there. See that little Chucky guy right there? That is a book nook, and they hold in your movies and stuff. So my wife got me one for the other end of the shelf and got me a Last of Us one. So I'll have 2 bookends for my top shelves. So I'm about to dance these shelves up. I'm about to dance these shelves up in the background for sure. And while we're on the whole um, figure thing, I started the stream off showing up this guy. I got him at one of my favorite little thrift stores, which I never did make a video on that and show that stuff off, but it was cool. Uh, and my wife got me the next one up. She got me the bobblehead for Halloween 2. So that's him creeping around the bush in Halloween 1. And this is Michael Myers on fire in Halloween 2. I love it. I love it. I having the 2 bobbleheads, now I gotta figure out where I wanna put the Michaels because these Michaels could technically be booking nooks as well, you know? Yeah, yeah, man, the book nooks are awesome. Yes, the wrestler. Though the Blu-ray doesn't look bad, the last time I watched it, I thought it looked pretty solid. I do have just a rental copy though, so I don't have any special features on my Blu-ray. So a nice Arrow slip even would be fine for the wrestler, that'd be cool. Alright. So, this was some stuff that I got. I got these. So I got these ones for the family. We haven't opened this one yet, but we play fighting games like mad crazy in our house. So I got the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection for the Switch 2. I do wanna get this for the PS5 at some point as well, but because I knew that my youngest was getting a Switch 2 and I had a Switch 2, and that was just kind of the poppin' system at the time, I wanted to get it. Plus, I mean, look at this, it came with a slipcover. It's my first Switch 2 game with a slipcover. I dig it, I dig it. And then the kids were very excited about this, and we did get the accompanying, amiibos as well, but we got Kirby Air Riders. And I haven't played it yet, but I think the kids have played it together, and we are gonna open these bad boys up and play with them as well. But we did get them the amiibos to go with it because the characters are interchangeable from the cars, and there's gonna be at least 3 more. There's already 3 more sets announced, and they're all gonna be interchangeable. So that's gonna be really cool when all 5 of those are out and you can just mix and match them. You just have to remember which one came with which. Because I'll be all OCD about that. I get like that. Oh, got a little bit of activity over here on Twitch. Looks like a bot. But thank you, bot, for your view. I'm down for anything Steve Martin. I just like Steve Martin. Song Sung Blue. I'm gonna have to look that one up for sure. I like Hustle and Flow. So my wife got me these 2 games for the PS5 for Christmas. And also a light, a marquee light. She got me a marquee light, which I will be sharing that on my Instagram later. But she got me Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater and then a marquee light that like lights up with the logo. Very cool shit. I love Metal Gear Solid 3. And what was cool was it came with the new, like, the costumes, the tuxedo and stuff that you would get back in the day with, like, Game Shark. Me and my best friend growing up, we the first time we played this, I had a PS2, and as soon as I got a PS2, we went to the movie rental store and rented this on the PS2, but we didn't have a memory card. So we had to beat the whole game without a memory card. Now, he came over the other night. We busted this bad boy open, and we're about 42% of the way through the game already, according to the PlayStation home screen. It says we're 42% of the way through the story in one sitting. Just a classic game. And they did the remake of this so good. Like, it just looks and runs so beautifully. They did it. They did it some really good justice. Now, she also got me this one, and some people I know people are gonna be like, "Oh my god, that's a meme game. I can't believe she got that for you," because they said that about a game that I got for her. So I got her the Avatar game a few months ago for our anniversary, and somebody said, "Oh, look, he got you a meme game." No, I got her an Avatar game because I thought she would like an Avatar game. And she got me this game because I had it in my hand. I was about to buy it, and she told me no. She said, "You're not allowed to buy it. You're not buying anything till Christmas." So I was pretty sure I was going to get it. I also know that the price was a price that I was willing to pay for it. This was when I said, when this game becomes under $20, we'll get it. And that's mind's eye. This is not considered to be a great game from what I understand. It had little to no marketing. It came out, it was a little goofy, a little glitchy. But I like some goofy, glitchy games, and the trailers on this, it sold me. Like, I was sold. I was almost ready to buy this game, but one of the YouTubers that I watched named Spawnwave, he got a preview for it, and it was part of an advertisement. Like, he got an advertisement deal for it, and he told everybody to kind of wait for it to go on sale. And then the more and more I kind of kept hearing about it, I just figured $20 is where I got to keep it at. $20 or less, and I'm pretty sure she was able to keep it in and around that price. Now, this one was one that I bought myself for Christmas. Oops. I did that. But that's because I was smoking. So I totally got the mask. I had to. I had to have this in the collection. Love this movie. One of my all-time favorites. I straight up bought it for myself and told everybody about it. I also got it for a really good deal too. It was like on an Amazon something or other deal, and then I had some coupons and stuff, so I got it for about $20. So, but it's nowhere near as awesome as my wife. So, this is a nice little fat stack of Criterions. And we're going to show these bad boys off in spine number order. because that's just how I be doing it, right? So, and I love the spines on these. Every single one of these spines pop. You guys know I love my spines. She got quite a few of them right off my wish list. She got me spine number 432. Mishima, A Life in 4 Chapters. Now, I know it has a 4K, but from what I understand, the 4K doesn't have anything special about it, from my understanding. And I'm not, and when I'm given a gift, I'm not going to be picky about it, even though I do be liking my criterions, pinkies up. I'm not going to be like, oh, let's return this and get the 4K. I mean, I would like to sometimes, but I don't necessarily need to. Very excited about having this one though. This came highly recommended from James over at 20th and 21st Century Studios or Pictures. Shit, I don't know what his actual YouTube is. It's 20. I think it's just 20th and 21st Movies. But James, he's huge into Criterion. I take a lot of his recommendations very seriously. But grabbed that. This is supposed to be a guy that filmed his life in like 4 different times of his life. Like, he's supposed to tell 4 different stages of his life. Now, this next one she got me was one that I really been wanting for a while, and she's been eyeballing it too because it's a Del Toro film, and that is spine number 551, Chronos. And we got the 4K edition of it. Very happy to add this one to the collection. We are big Del Toro fans here, so we will blind buy his movies every time. I mean, and it was a gift, so who cares if it was blind bought, right? Yes, Johnny. 20th and 21st Movies. James, please go subscribe to him if you are not. That dude knows his stuff, and he's going to recommend good movies to you every time, hands down. Now, this next one, this was not on my wish list. Never heard of it. But the cover looks freaking awesome. The spine is beautiful. And yeah, it is spine number 896, The Lure. Now, this doesn't have a 4K or anything. It is a Polish film with English subtitles. Now, when I told my wife that, I don't know if she'll want to watch or maybe watch it all the way through with me. She'll watch some every once in a while with some subtitles, like a Del Toro film, yes. The good thing is this runtime is not very long. It's like 92 minutes, but it is in Polish. To be fair, I don't really watch a lot of films that are in other languages that are not native to me either, but Criterion is where I make the exception. Criterion is where I feel like it fits my criteria in the term of I'm trying to expand my mind with film, and every time I put in a Criterion, I feel like I've done it in one way or another. So yeah, dude, it looks cool. It's got like a mermaid on the cover here. So, and look at that spine. It's like I don't know if you can really tell, but it's like a yellow spine with like an off gray baby bluish. It really pops. It really pops. Okay, and the next one that she got me is spine number 1205. And this is a Netflix film that made it to the Criterion line, and that is Mudbound. Now, this one is in color. Obviously, it is a film from 2017, and it actually has Dolby Atmos sound as well. So I'm very excited to check this one out. I've heard a lot of really good things about Mudbound. And how often do we get Netflix movies, one on physical media and two within the Criterion line? So was very excited to add Mudbound. Like I when I pulled that out of shrink wrap, I was very happy. Yeah, I bet you are, Johnny. Yep, yep. The pinkies are up. And this last one. Now, this one, like I said, I'm trying not to be. I try not to be very picky about the gifts in which I receive. Right? I never want to be that guy. But I did do a little bit of research on this one. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of do want to exchange it, and that's my Criterion snobbiness coming out. I'm sure. Um, but that is it. But this is spine number 1271. You Can Count on Me, and it is the Blu-ray. And like I said, I do kind of want to return this one and get the 4K only because they did the 4K right this time. They put Dolby Vision in there, uh, put a really good soundtrack in there, and you get the Blu-ray disc anyways. And it's such a newer spine number at 1271. It literally, as a Blu-ray, sits in a big ass line of 4K movies. So I'm kind of afraid to open it and watch it because if I like it, I'm gonna fucking rebuy it on 4K. So I kind of just want to return it and just buy it on 4K on the next sale. You know, you guys let me know what you would do. Like I said, I try not to I try not to be like that. I try not to return a gift, but the cast in this and everything about this sounds so good. It's just I don't know if I really want to. So I don't know if I really want to have this one in Blu-ray. I might straight want it in 4K. Hi Tiana, thanks for jumping in. I hope you're having a nice new year. Oh, playing. Oh, he modified it to Halo. Nice, nice. Um, all right. So we're gonna cap these off with we got our last two Christmas gifts here. And now, Johnny, I know you were, sitting on the edge of your seat for these Criterions. If it was me, I'd swap it for the 4K. Yeah, see, I kind of want to do that. I do. Um, I just need to find out if Bree still has the receipt, I guess. Because we went sometime in November. We went during the 50% off sale, obviously. But it was in December. We went right near the end of the sale. And anything bought in that window can be returned by the end of January. It's just whether or not I can get to a Barnes& and Noble by the end of January, and then I have to wait till July to get it again, in the 4K, but like I said, I kinda want the 4K for it. Like I said, I try not to be like that, but yeah, so you might wanna sit on the edge of your seat for this one though, Johnny, because these ones were some people that I love coming in some clutch for me, um, by some major surprises, honestly. So, my son and my daughter-in-law, they got me an Arrow Video 4K Chunky Boy, and it was really the only one that I missed this year, um, and I was so excited to unwrap this one. because I got part 1 on a steelbook and I got part 3 on a Blu-ray. And part 3 will never get a 4K, but part 2 finally did. And we got the chunky box of Creepshow 2. I was so happy to get this. This was, you guys seen, I got the mask, and then I got this one. There was only like one other one, you know. There wasn't very many arrows that I missed this year in terms, in terms of everything that I kind of wanted. So I was very happy to get Creepshow 2. I love Creepshow 2 just as much as Creepshow 1. Yo, Holland, how's it going, man? Okay, cool. It's an official stream. I mean, I'm getting near the end, but we can officially cap it off as an official live stream now. So, but this, I don't care, man. People say it's a skinny thick boy. I don't care. This is still so freaking nice. And I know that Johnny would be happy for me to have this one. And honestly, I think this matches up really well with, because I got the Scream Factory Steelbook. It showed up at my Walmart a couple years ago, and I think this art goes really, really well with Creepshow 1's art. And when Scream Factory was shutting down their website, I bought Creepshow 3 on Blu-ray. I know it's basically a turd sitting on my shelf, but it does sort of complete the set. Oh, yeah, I mean, you do. It's nice. It is nice. I'm not really sure why anybody complained about what we got here, because it's just not super duper thick. I don't know, because like the mask is a little bit thicker, not by much, but you know what I mean. Like, it's not as thick, so I'm not really sure what everybody was upset about, because I think it's nice. Now we're gonna end this. We're gonna end this haul. It's not really a haul. I mean, some of it was stuff that I bought. Most of it was amazing gifts from people that some days I don't even deserve to have in my life. So, I guess I just kind of got lucky. But this one, my mother-in-law got this for me. And that somebody definitely listens to you when you tell them what you want, right? And you definitely know that they listen to you when they have to buy that item in one location and one location only. When it can only be bought in one spot, you know that they listened, right? She bought my whole childhood in a box. She got me the Arrow store exclusive TMNT 4K box set. This is so freaking awesome. Now I know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just the front art on this slipcover that's different from the rest of the other one, but I don't care. I really dug the artwork for this, and the way that I looked at it was I didn't want that original artwork for the first movie on my entire trilogy box set. I figured I'd get that within the first movie, which maybe not. I haven't opened this up yet to check it out, but I might not actually have that. But I have thought about possibly buying the standard box set in Blu-ray and having a 4K set and a Blu-ray set from Arrow for this trilogy. I do have the standard Warner Brothers Blu-ray set on Blu-ray, so I don't need to, but I kind of want to. And I really don't try to do that too often, but TMNT is pretty freaking dope. And heck, Corey gave us $20 tonight. We could put it towards this, right? It's probably going towards the Arrow 50% off sale next month, though. Creepshow 3 is pure shit. Just grab Tales from the Dark Side of the movie and put it next to both Creepshows. It's basically Creepshow 3. Right? Okay, so I'll do Creepshow 1, Creepshow 2. I need to get Tales from the Dark Side, but then I'll put that there, and then I'll put Creepshow 3 at the end. I've never seen Creepshow 3. It might be one of those ones that just stay sealed kind of deal, just because it might be worth more just to keep it sealed and sell it later. Oh, the disc covers are different too. Okay. Cool. Well, that's what I say. I might just have to roll with the Blu-rays just so that way I at least feel like I'm getting different discs inside, because this comes with no Blu-ray discs in it. So just 4K discs. And like I said, I know I had the standard Blu-rays, but I kind of just really dig the Turtles. Like, I'm a 90s kid. Turtles was my jam. So, but that's what I got for Christmas. Oh, the artwork is different. Shit. So you telling me that like the reversible artwork is different, but the standard side is the same? So am I gonna have to buy like 3 sets? Like, do I need like a 4K regular set, a 4K Arrow exclusive set, and then like a Blu-ray set so I can flip around all the covers and have them look all different? Is that what you're telling me, Johnny? Are you telling me I need 2 more of these bad boys? Cause I can. No. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, Tiana. I'm kind of jealous of that. I seen that box set where it came with like the TV and it like came apart and then you had your seasons inside. I seen that box set and that shit looked tight. I really wanted that. It was on a pretty good Black Friday sale here in the States. Not like so cheap that you would feel bad if you paid closer to full price for it, but cheap enough that like when you looked at it and you thought, hey, 4 seasons and a really nice box set, I'm getting a good deal. I think it was down to like $60. And it's like usually like an $80 series, I think. So not bad, you know, not bad at all. But I've heard really good things about the Creep Show TV show. I think the reversible is movie poster / Arrow exclusive for yours. Okay, so Arrow exclusive and then movie poster. Okay, I'm saying I'm gonna have to check it out. He got it from Walmart for us. Here it was 100. I didn't think it was bad. Honestly, that's probably about right price because I think at my Walmart it's $79.99. And you guys are usually, a few dollars more, like 100 Canadian dollars usually equates to about 80 American dollars. So that would probably be pretty much on par. And I think I seen it on Walmart for Black Friday. I think it was like $68. So it wasn't on enough of a sale that you would feel like you were bit that $10, $12, but enough of a sale that like I'm sure it finally made people budge on that. Uh, but I don't even think $100 for it's bad. You're getting 4 seasons inside of a really nice box set. It's not bad at all. Um, Speaking of Walmart, I should have recorded it. I went into my Walmart tonight, which, like I said, I don't think I seen Jackie Brown in there, which kind of stinks because that is one of the last Tarantino 4Ks of last year that I still need. With a slip, they had it just like all the other Walmarts. My Walmart finally got in a Friday the 13th Scream Factory box set, and it had the barcode sticker on the back of it that indicates it has the replacement discs in it already. They wanted $130 for it, which I guess is probably fair given that it has 13 movies in it. But shit. I'm already starting to collect the Friday the 13th movies on 4K. Ooh. Okay, Johnny. You done made me believe. I'm gonna have to buy 3 sets. Maybe not 3 sets, but at least a couple. Yo, Swill! Whoop whoop! What up, man? Dude, I am so proud of what 2025 has been for you. You, homie, you have been killing it over there. Hell, dog, I remember we were both sitting at like right around 325, 350 subs about the same time when I met you. We were both you might have had that. I might have been somewhere. We were we were close, man. And you've been staying at it. You've been doing your live streams weekly. You've been doing all your shit. You've been doing it. You've been getting those numbers pumped up, man. I'm super proud of you for hitting that 1,000 subscribers and getting that monetization. It ain't easy to do. I've been fighting for it. I mean, I got some monetization, but I don't get to make people watch ads, and you do. Ah! But that's what's up, dude. I'm very, very happy. I love seeing other juggalos make it. I love it. We're taking over the world. No doubt, for real. For real. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I might have to get the standard arrow, reverse all 3 of those slip covers, all of those covers, reverse them all, and then buy the standard on Blu-ray with all the standards. Like, I might just have to do that, but I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. Yeah, man, you did it. My goal's been to hit 1,000 whenever the hell I can hit 1,000, but I gotta put more work in. Oh, dude, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I do memberships, and I'm gonna leave it at memberships, even if I get like, if they're like, "Oh, would you like ad revenue?" Nah. Maybe if I make like a long form video, because sometimes I make me like a 45-minute to like an hour-long video. I've done that from time to time. I might be like, yeah, let's drop in two 30-second non-skippable ads. Make a little bit of something off of that. Because to be honest, if somebody's watching it for 45 minutes to an hour anyways, I don't think they're gonna stop. Yeah, see, I figured most of my live streams would probably start getting demonetized because I want to do some more shit, man. I want to like put some music on my stuff from time to time. I got to talk to you about that, Swill. I got to talk to you about that for real because I got to know how I can get away with doing the music on like a live stream, and I don't need it to be monetized. It can be demonetized, but I don't want the copyright hit. And that's where I'm at. I don't want to get the copyright hit, but I want to like sometimes I want to show some of my YouTube homies like the music that I'm digging right now, you know? So, oh, dude, thanks. Hell yeah, this has been probably like my one of my most profitable streams ever, and it's like the last one of the year on a holiday and a super surprise. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Fan funded. Well, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Jason, my dude, my dog, Jason. Look, look. If you're in this chat, if you're in this stream right now, you see this right here? Go. Well, this might not be the right one, but go follow him and go follow at Movie Mass. That's my dog. I was just talking earlier with Johnny. Johnny's in the chat too. I got something I've been wanting to brew up with them two dudes that I think is going to be a lot of fun to do here on the channel. I got to talk to them. I got to also apologize to anybody watching this as a viewer, that I ain't been coming correct on the content like that, and I want to because of what I want to do with it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We got some, like I said, I got some criteria and ideas to do. And this dude right here, Jason, and our good friend Johnny, that's been in the chat this evening, I want to do it with these two guys. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. Um, I need to pull the stick out of my butt and and just get things rolling and planned. I kind of just had some family stuff that's been kind of mentally pumping my brakes. A- And I know them guys know all about it. So, yeah, dude, 2026 is going to be our year. We're going to do it. I'd like to see Swill hit that 5K. I think you can do it. I think enough jugs want to come and hang out with you and you're fun and you interview like some of the dopest in the scene. So, I'm wanting to do some types of so some one-on-one conversations, some interviews and stuff too. Which hey, Jason, I don't know if you've seen dog. This is what my wife got me for Christmas. She got me a big ass nice stack. Ain't that dope? I know you would dig it. I don't To me, I ain't looking at a bad movie in this stack, I don't think. I ain't seen none of them. They're all blind watches, but that's how I do Criterion. I mean, if I've seen the movie, of course I wanna buy it and if it gets a Criterion, but I'll blind buy a Criterion and not think twice about it most time. I'm pretty excited about those. My wife is kinda the shit, you know? Pretty awesome. Alright, well, we've been going from my voice is starting to give a little bit, and I gotta get myself together to get this ball drop on and get all of this awesome stuff I got for Christmas. I gotta get it put onto these shelves, get my shelves all filled out. You guys know how that is. I don't know why. Okay, I see your hmm. Oh, there it goes. Okay. The chat's not quite lining up right. Yes, yeah, dude, I thought it was a pretty sexy stack myself. I'm pretty excited to check it out. And Kronos, I love hearing that Kronos is dope because, like I was saying earlier, we're big Del Toro fans in this house, and this is one that me and my wife had both never seen. So it's going to be a really fun first time watch for us both. I'm very excited to check that out. Also, Jason, I'm assuming you're pretty excited for tomorrow at noon, right? We got our Vinegar Syndrome sale starting. I'm thinking we're getting Tank Girl, dog. I think we're getting it, and I'm pretty excited about it. I also did a whole bunch of reviews while the site was down this month, so I'm hoping that when the site comes back up, I pop up with a whole bunch of VSU points so I can like get me a nice, I don't know, $10 coupon or something. Save a little bit on this stanky Vinegar Syndrome. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Yeah, dude. I figured you were. I figured you were pretty excited about it. Are you doing a live stream with anybody? I didn't know if maybe Chase was doing one tomorrow at noon or anything like that. Because I know that he sometimes does them. I don't know. I'm not working tomorrow, so I should be around for any noon o'clock streams going on. But I'm gonna be checking out that Vinegar Syndrome sale. I'm pretty freaking excited about it. Oh yeah, dude. Tank Girl VSU, it's totally happening. That was not a fake slipcover or cover in general. And I really hope it is a VSU. Like I know Chase was saying last night on his live stream, he was like, I don't know, guys, the way he's holding that, it didn't look like a VSU. It looks like just a regular slip, which I guess would be all right. But I'm not gonna lie, Jason. I think Tank Girl deserves a VSU. And I know that some of them Umbrella Boys might be a little salty because they just bought that nice thick Blu-ray box set. But as a I consider myself kind of an old school Vinegar Syndrome nut at this point. Now, what drew me into them was Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. When they announced that, that's how I seen them. That's what brought my attention to them. Now, I know they go back a little further, even quite a bit further than Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, but I've been pretty much like I fell in love with them you know, with TCM2 and went backwards and grabbed up stuff and been rolling forwards ever since. And I know people are complaining about like Mac and Me and Garbage Pail Kids. I think it fits Vinegar Syndrome stick so well. Both of them movies. I think only people that are newer to Vinegar Syndrome actually have a distaste in their mouth for those two films being in the VSU. I think more people that are old school Vinegar Syndrome heads probably have more of a problem with Golden Child being in VSU rather than Garbage Pail Kids. I mean, I don't mind either one. I think they both have their place and they both fit well myself, but I could see how older Vinegar Syndrome heads would not be so much into Golden Child being VSU, and they'd be more in line with Mac and Me and Garbage Pail Kids. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I've kind of been around the block a while for Vinegar Syndrome to kind of get that. Ooh, I know which one you got, and I want to check it out and see how much better it looks than the Blu-ray I got, because I don't have the Blu-ray Criterion. I just have the standard studio one. But yeah, I've heard Breakfast Club looks good on 4K. Right? I know that. I mean, my kids are home right now, and I gave them dinner, and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna go do a live stream," and then my kids are just awesome. They just go and they play. But then again, I think my kids got some years on your kids, so mine can kind of self-sustain a little bit. Oh, you ain't wrong, Johnny. There's just something about cracking open a new Criterion. Yes, sir. It's a VSU. Oh, I knew that somebody was able to get into the site because I was able to get into the site. So I got my emails for rating my for rating my Vinegar Syndrome stuff for Black Friday, and I was trying to get all those rated before they open the site back up. So hopefully by the time the site gets opened back up, I got me some points trickled. I was able to see some backdoor stuff. That's how I seen the Tank Girl thing. I seen the Tank Girl picture on the website, but I wasn't able to get any of the pictures or anything to load because as soon as I went to hit the arrow, it like come up with like a broken, that broken symbol, that broken robot signal. So pretty excited to here we go. We got it. Oh, oh, nice. Yeah, see, I was only able to get the slip cover to load. Okay, I'm getting it, dude. I'm getting it. Like Tank Girl VSU, it's happening. So, spoiler alert to anybody that's waiting for my subscriber week haul. Tank Girl's in that shit. I'm actually about to go on there and finish my pay and force for my Black Friday stuff, so that way I can go ahead and set them up for this one. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm excited. I don't care, man. I think, like I said, I think it fits the VSU line perfect. I don't think there's been really a miss for VSU. And I think that anybody that kind of has a problem with the newest ones might just be newer Vinegar Syndrome people. You know what I mean? Like they ain't been in the thicket of it for the last few years. And when I kind of knew what I was getting into with Vinegar Syndrome when I found them, and their big title for the month was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I'm like, I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Like it, but most people don't love it like Vinegar Syndrome is loving it right now. Is this just for me? And then I realized, okay, this is what they do. They take the stuff that not everybody really likes all that much, and they love it more than it really deserves to be loved sometimes. Bro, I do too. And I don't know about it. That's a lot of fucking money. And they even emailed me a discount for it this year. They gave me a discount on the sub, and I was looking at the price of it, and I think even splitting it into 4, and that's still, I think I have to split it up into every 2 weeks. That's like $225 every 2 weeks. Unless I credit card it. Fuck. I don't know. That's a little crazy to think about. I might have to call you, Jason. We might have to talk about this, buddy. Cuz the clock is ticking and we ain't got much time before that sale starts. I don't know. Maybe I sub, maybe I don't. I also don't know if I don't understand exactly what comes in the Vinegar Syndrome subscription per se, you know? Cuz I think somebody said it was like 900 and something dollars, and they sent me a coupon, and I think that coupon will bring the price down to about 900 flat. Which, if you think about it, so if you break it down, what do? They send you like 5 movies a month, right? So if you do $900, let's even say 925, because it probably comes out closer to that, and you divide that by 12, that's $77 a month, and you divide that by like 5 movies, you're only paying like $15 a movie. But how much shit are you getting in that sub that you don't want? See, that's where I don't know. And to be honest, my name ain't AVA Pop Culture. I ain't got enough subs to help me pay for that shit. Just a little bit, you know? Um exactly. Damn. Too cheap. See? See? And see, and that's the same here too. I only buy like half of their stuff. And to be honest, a lot of their stuff, I wait for it to go on sale during their sale times, and I'll get it on sale shit and before it's out of print. So I still get what I want because nothing has sold out. Now, I have learned that if it gets to 50% off, that's probably the closest I'm getting. You know what I mean? That's probably the closest I'm going to get to uh the best deal I can get on a Vinegar Syndrome title in general. So that high price point for VSU subscription is a deal breaker for me. Too many Criterions need a home. That is very fair, Johnny, because like I love Criterion. Criterion is probably my favorite label, but then again, I really like Vinegar Syndrome. To me, it's really hard because they both kind of go hand in hand for me. And after 2025, I am really digging Arrow. Well, the last half of 2024 and all of 2025, I'm really digging Arrow now. Like Arrow's really been doing some great stuff. Yeah, see, I kind of feel like it's a steal too when you break it down in that aspect, but it's the coming up with like the almost $1,000 you need right off the rip, you know? And then you got to sit around and tap your foot all year hoping that they're going to send you good stuff. You also get a discount on everything you buy. So, yeah. Yeah, December is partner month. That is true too. I think it's going to go up somewhere close to 1050 to ew. Ew. That's so they're gonna send it up over $1,000 and then they give me I think they gave me a $30 off coupon, if I'm gonna be honest. I think they gave me $30 off. And I was thinking, well, if it's $925 and they give me $30 off, that would put it under 900 and I could maybe see myself doing that, but I'm gonna tell you what, if I buy that subscription, you guys are gonna freaking see me do a monthly Vinegar Syndrome uh, live stream every single month, by God, and I would expect there to be super chat. No, I don't know if I can do that. That's a lot. The A24 one I have. Now, to be fair, I don't have very much A24. And when they started doing the barcode spines and stuff, I thought that was like their way of trying to go boutiquish, which was fine. And I keep all my stuff, like I have all of them up there at the very top next to my Goonies up here. Uh, Next to my Goonies is all my A24s, and they're all just standard Lionsgate releases, most of them with slipcovers. And it's just a mixture of Blu-rays and 4Ks. I just don't know if I want to start another boutique line. I keep them separated like they're boutique, but actually replacing the ones that I already have again because they have a barcode on the spine. I'm trying not to be that guy. I only find them out in the wild. The Vinegar Syndromes, yeah, yeah. Oh, I just got back and saw it. Yeah, what's up, Van Ghoul, my dude? Thank you for popping in. Another great channel member, along with our friend Tiana here. I have these lovely channel members. Also, I want to take a moment to shout out Tiana and Deleted Scenes. They have both hit red members. They have both become red members, which means that they have kept a membership to my channel for 1 year. And I'm about to break down and start crying just saying those words. Thank you both so much. And I'm going to make a special separate post in the community tab for you both as well. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. A year. You guys have been paying this scrub for a year to come on here and just chat live. So thank you. And thank you for being a member too, Van Gogh. I hope you're having a great night and a great holiday season, my friend. Right? I know you like your Scream Factory. She sure does. She sure does. Now, I didn't really have this whole shelf right here. You can kind of see my box sets. That whole shelf right there is all my Scream Factory. The box sets, that's all 4K, except for obviously the Omen and the Critters box sets. They kind of just cap off, but everything to the left of those, right of those, whatever, in your guys' mirror, I'm not sure, is all 4K on that shelf. And then the shelf above is Blu-ray, and that's all I have, and that's probably all I'll ever have because I don't really buy from Groove too much. Hey, I love Kino. I do. I'd buy more Kino if the my problem with Kino is they release too much and I want it all, so I have to just get almost nothing. I love Kino though. Kino gives love to the films that you don't expect to get love for, you know? Yeah, it is a shame they don't do A24 in Canada. You guys get the Lionsgate releases, I suppose? Yes. Yes. I'm not worthy. Thank you, Tiana. I really do appreciate that. Hey, and I like chatting with you guys. It's been 2026 has been, or 2025 has been a great year. And for the last like 2 months now, I've been paying for a streaming service. Obviously, I got my little name tag up here in the corner and all that, got my logo and that kind of stuff, and interactive backgrounds and whatnot. So I pay for it. I do want to get on here and do more live streams. Obviously, I had a few hiccups in the middle of the live stream where my computer crashed. I don't think I'll ever be able to afford to redo the RAM in this, so that might just keep happening. But thank you guys for always like coming in here and hanging out and chatting. Um, I really do appreciate it. I mean, I'm very appreciative of everybody coming in here and hanging out, and and me finding people that have common ground in my interests. I always feel like I'm a little I'm a little bit of the weird one when it comes to meeting other people, in real life and socializing because I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I got movies at home." Like I went to a customer's house the other day. I was installing some internet for him, and he was talking about his NAS server and how he rips all of his movies to a NAS server, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's all legal if you have your movies." And I'm like, that's fine. I know all about that. I know all about running a NAS server and using Plex and all that, but I don't see a room full of movies that you own. I didn't say that. I just was kind of thinking that, but I popped off with, "Yeah, I got something like 2,500 movies," and he just kind of looked at me like, I was like, "Yeah, I like movies. I buy them from time to time." And people just look at you like you're crazy. But I get on here and you guys do the same thing and don't make me feel like I'm crazy for it. Make me feel like if I am crazy, I at least have, a troop of people that are crazy with me. Hey, I don't mind the Lionsgate ones because they usually come with nice slip covers and you can slip them all up, which I guess you guys don't get slip covers anymore either. I better just hush my mouth on being happy with what we sometimes get because you guys don't get any of that no more too often. No digital codes, no slip covers. Man, they really took environmental safety to a whole new level in Canada, didn't they? Jason is on his burner account. He sure is. He sure is. Yes, it does. It brings us together, and I love it. I do. I really do love it, and always I'm always so thankful for all the people that repeatedly show up and hang out. Uh, because it makes me feel like I'm doing something right, you know? You could go live 100 times a year and have 5 people show up to every live stream, and that's perfectly fine. No big deal. I don't care about the number of the people that are there. That's never bothered me. I've never even thought about the number that pops up in the corner. But you could have 5 people, and it could be 5 different people every time you go live. And that would mean that nobody's coming back to hang out and nobody's coming back to watch because nobody's been liking what you're doing. So you guys make me feel like I am at least entertaining enough. So thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. And Tiana, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm not sure why the sticker's not popping up. I guess it doesn't pop up in the live stream, but I see it in the stream. I pop it up here pop it up here in the stream. See it in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is most definitely my my most monetized stream I think I've ever had. Uh, like I said, I'm super super grateful for that. I think I might just be right over that mark to I might get a paycheck from Google soon. Quite possibly. I think so. I think that just did it, Tiana. I think you just got me a paycheck from YouTube. Thank you. That I'm this is way too humbling. Yeah, this is like my main cause, my main account. My algo has oh, yeah, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Wow, that's nice, Tiana. 3,085. Let's see if I go to my Blu-ray app, which all this stuff here is not scanned in. I let's see if I count my stuff, I probably got about another 25 or so movies I need to add. But according to the mybluray.com app, I have 2,569 barcodes with 3,084 discs, I think, or possibly movies. I'm not really sure how those numbers align. I need to ask somebody about that. Either way, they ain't chump numbers, are they? We be having walls and walls and walls, Tiana, and we love it. We could build a house out of our movies. I mean, she is the official Kino girl now of the community. If y'all don't know, you better go give her some support. Go support the Kino girl. Do you guys get slipcovers on your Kinos? I haven't, to be honest with you, I haven't really noticed in your videos where you've been showing them off a little bit on Instagram and stuff. I hadn't really noticed. Is Kino still providing you with slipcovers? No one I know in real life gives one shit about movies on disc. Just a bunch of jack. Okay, so a lot of my friends were like that, but then I started messing around here on YouTube, and a few of them have kind of caught on. Like I don't share a whole bunch of my YouTube stuff to like my Facebook too often and make it too personable. But I have had some friends from high school say, "Hey, I'm busting the old DVD collection out of the closet." And hey, I'm going to Groove for Christmas sales and Black Friday sales and stuff. I have friends that are buying movies now because of what we're doing here on YouTube, guys. So I personally am seeing a change in my in real life friends group where they're going out and now, yes, they're trying to find those deals, and some people are like, hey, movies ain't worth more than like 10 or $15 to me. That's fine. But you should definitely try to buy and own what you love. So that's I've converted, not converted, but I've brought a lot of my friends back over to the light side of physical media. Like I said, I was over at a friend's house about 6 months ago, and he was like, I was talking to him about, the YouTube channel and stuff like that. And he was like, you want to help me clean out my closet real quick? He said, I got these big ass boxes of DVDs back here in the back of my closet. I started helping him pull out DVDs, y'all. We were unstacking them. I was wiping dust off of them. We were putting them up on a shelf. I helped him organize the DVD collection, and I did it proudly. I don't care if they weren't 4K discs. Guess what? I just converted a friend back over from Netflix. Now, granted, he still does Netflix. He still has Hulu and stuff, but he cut out the stars. He cut out the HBO. He cut out like 5 streaming services, and he keeps Netflix because he shares it with his parents kind of deal. And he keeps Amazon Prime because he shares it with his parents. But besides that, like he got rid of all the excess stuff because he had the shit in his closet. And I brought that to his attention. So we're doing things on here, guys. We're doing things. Like, even if I don't feel like I'm doing anything on my channel, I'm a part I am, and you guys right here in this chat, we're all a part of this community that's we're pushing the needle forward. And people are starting to notice their wallets are dwindling from these streaming services, and they're trying to figure out a way back home. And even if DVDs are that way back home, or even VHS tapes, we're giving them paths. Thanks, Van Gogh. I appreciate you, man. I do. I make videos that I like to watch on YouTube. That's how I do it. My checks from Google bounce. Oh, I know. I'm like, oh, my check's about to hit. Whoops. Never mind. I guess I already spent it before it ever actually hit. Johnny, making you smile is one of my favorite things to do. It really is, my friend. One of my favorite things to do in this life is make my friends smile. So knowing that I get to put a smile on your face, dude, it makes me happy. Just any which way. Oh, Van Gogh, thank you, dude. Thank you. You guys are awesome. I really do appreciate you guys also very much. Oh, I love the sticker too. I can see it on my phone. I'm keeping my phone pulled out too, so I can see it. I would have had more if I didn't. Yeah, see, I lost an entire Xbox account back when digital first kinda started back in, like, 2009, 2010, and it put me in a hurt, like, with my bank account and all kinds of stuff because of, like, a hacking thing on the Xbox. I mean, I have subscription services and stuff, like, for, like, my PlayStation Plus on my Xbox and stuff. I don't really buy digital games too much anymore either. I still try to buy my physical games because I was scarred for life. And they have took away they have took away the digital storefront on Xbox and on PlayStation both, so that's proof that it can be taken away from you. Oh, at least Kino's still giving you slip covers. See? That's why you gotta stay the Kino girl, you'll get them slip covers. Get them in on the gateway drugs, have them get their top 5 on 4K, then the addiction starts, then they're hooked for good. Dude, that's almost exactly how it happened. So I was pulling those movies out for my buddy, right? And we stacked them all up and he was looking, and then all of a sudden, I'm looking, I'm like, "Dude, Groove's doing a sale right now." And it was 4 for 44 because this was, like, at the beginning of the summer, right? I was like, "They're doing a big summer sale." He went on there and ordered 12 movies. He started a 4K collection right off the rip of like a dozen movies. He was like, I like The Grinch. I like Pirates. I like Jurassic Park. Like, he was just like getting them. Despicable Me's. It didn't matter. And I wasn't even, and I wasn't even one to be judging what he was buying because it didn't matter. I'm sitting there, man. Like, my heart was getting so full. It was making me happy. Like I said, somebody that put their movies away for almost 20 years, pulling them all back out and then going and buying a dozen of them. It was awesome. It was awesome. And I have some streaming, but I have kids that I rely on streaming to make sure that they're not in here yanking all my discs off the shelf all the time. Plus, streaming just kind of goes easy, and having some streaming does kind of make it a little bit easier throughout the whole house when you have lots of TVs through the house and you're trying to watch different stuff. Chris, my buddy, dude, how are you doing? I never get to catch your live streams anymore, dog. You go late, and that's fine. You're on West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. We don't always match up. But you've been, you go on pretty late, and I've been having to go to bed earlier because of my new job. So um, I always miss your live streams, dude. And I do apologize, but you're doing great stuff over there on your YouTube channel. If you guys are here and you guys aren't subscribed, please go subscribe to my buddy Chris. He loves giallo films and horror and slashers. Go check him out. He's doing fun stuff over there. Exactly, my dog. We're doing Lord's work here. We're doing the Lord's work. Yo, Prince, how's it going? I hope you're doing great, my friend. I think it's already the new year where you're at. So how does 2026 look? Is it looking nice so far? What is my favorite label? Um, it's a tie between Criterion and Vinegar Syndrome, I think. I think. But I might do a video on that, so you'll know for sure if I make that video. Best director of 2000. 2000s. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna say. Oh well, okay, yep. I'm right there with Brad. I'm right there with James Wan. James Wan's made a lot of good stuff just in general. I still dig what he's doing today most of the time. Um, wow, I don't know. I really like Indian in the Cupboard, but Cars is really great. No, we don't need a new Fugitive. Happy New Year, KB. Thanks for popping in. Always been such a great supporter and an amazing friend. I do appreciate your support as always. The conversation is something I look forward to every time I see it pop up in my notifications. So I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a happy new year, and I can't wait to see the kinds of conversations that you bring to the table in 2026. Exactly. We show respect to KB, the king of the conversation. Exactly, exactly. I have some streaming, a little is cool. The kids like it. Plus, it's just easier for the kids. I mean, I will tell you, Jason, you'll dig this, dude. As a dad, you'll dig this. It's still sitting over here. Both of these. So these kids touched my heart last week. You know, they're on Christmas break. My youngest, he's 6, and he loves Zootopia. We didn't go see Zootopia 2, but he told me, he was like, I seen a picture for Zootopia, or I seen a a commercial for Zootopia 2. I'm like, yeah, yeah, it should be out soon, buddy. And he said, yeah, but follow me. And he took me over to my Disney shelf, and he pointed up at my 3D section of my Disney shelf. And he said, Daddy, Topia number one's right there. And I want to watch it with the glasses on. Melted my heart. Melted my heart. So I put it on and I went to work. While I'm at work, I get a message from my daughter-in-law. Hey, when we get off work, can we come over to your house and watch my favorite movie in 3D? Because I didn't know this, but when we went to go see Wicked Part 2, it was the first movie that my daughter-in-law had ever seen in 3D. So I started telling her about all these great and amazing classic films I had at home. So that same day that my little one asked to watch Zootopia, my daughter-in-law messaged me and asked if her and my son could come home after work and cuddle up on the couch and watch Jurassic Park in 3D. I immediately said, hell to the motherfucking yeah. My kids melted my heart that day, guys. And they're still sitting here because I've been too lazy to put them back on the shelf. And this is the 3D TV right here behind me. So all my stuff's right here, you know. It's just it warmed my heart. So it is cool when the kids want to pull the discs off the shelf, but it's nice to have the streaming so that they don't always have to. I love Waterworld in general. I had to grab the Waterworld 4K. I actually grabbed that from in store at Orbit. Loved that I found it in a big ass chunky box because I love Waterworld. If people say, hey, what's a guilty pleasure movie? I'm probably gonna say Waterworld, even though I think it's a great movie. So I don't. It's not really a guilty pleasure. Nice. January starts now. I love it. Love it, Prince. Who would I cast in Altered Beast? Um, Tom Hardy. I think Tom Hardy would do pretty good. Though I ended the year 25 with Jackie Chan's new movie Shadow's Edge and the new Tomb Raider games announcements made my year. I know, man. Those new Tomb Raider games are going to be awesome. I'm super excited for those. Super excited. They're going to be great. Favorite comedy to watch with the family? Uh, we like Home Alone. Home Alone's always a classic. Exactly. Well, see, that's what it's all about. And I've kind of become known like locally. I live in a small enough town that when people get to know you, they get to know you. But I'm kind of known locally as the guy with the library, and that's just kind of how I'm known. I have friends that reach out to me to ask me about where they can find this movie or this game or whatever, and actually, it's quite humbling to think that I'm moving a needle forward. And I want to thank all you guys here for always popping in the streams and helping push that needle forward. So I wanted to stop this at like an hour and a half And then you guys just kept on asking questions, kept on going, and I loved it. And then I wanted to stop it at 2 hours, and then I look up and we're at 2:20. So I am gonna go ahead and get off here because my throat is starting to get a little scraggled, and I need to start getting ready for the new year and the ball drop. Thank you guys all so very much. You guys have all made my year amazing. Um, I don't know any other way. I don't know any other way to relay it rather than tell you all I'm gonna keep trying to make content that you guys like. If you don't like the content, please let me know. If you want it switched up some, if you want me to do something else, you can let me know. Now I don't know, man. I am from Ohio, but I don't really care about sports. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Mom. And thank you for being here tonight, Stacy. My favorite Mortal Kombat characters, Liu Kang and Ermac. If you don't know about Ermac, you're wrong. Ermac is the shit. And with that, I'm out. I love you guys so very much. Thank you all. It means everything.